Hello, everyone. Super morning to you all. Welcome to the day one of the 7 days self love challenge. And I'm Krati Jain. And in this challenge, what we are going to explore about is to discover the potential of loving our own self, because in the hustle and bustle of life we actually have forgotten to love ourselves. We hardly appreciate anything about ourselves. We don't even feel like we are looking good. We don't even feel like we are doing good in life. We have actually forgotten ourselves. So this 7 days challenge series is my attempt to rediscover the joy of loving yourself, because everything starts from ourselves. If we want to do anything good in our life, if we want to excel in our profession, if we want to spread happiness in our family, everything starts from us. So that is why loving yourself is really very important. And मैंने जब इस टाइप का एक सीरीज किया था बहुत टाइम पहले, देन आई रियलाइज कि 7 days से क्या होगा. इट्स लाइक जस्ट समथिंग विच पीपल डू just to create some momentum. But what I realized is it's a very important concept to know about yourself, because we are mostly in our mid 30s and mid 40s, or even someone here might be in their 50s also. So in these all these years, when we are growing up, when we are delivering our responsibilities to our families and our workplace, we actually have forgotten that we have lost all that joy and spark of life. And it's really important to re-establish the connection with our own self. That is why self love is really very important. We hardly can love anyone else even if we are not loving ourselves. So we cannot give anything to others if we do not have it within ourselves. And so the series is called You Need to Fill Your Own Cup First Before Pouring It to Someone Else. So you cannot pour love or happiness in other people's life if you do not have it in yourself. So that is why this series I have started. So today is the day one, and we are mostly grown up people. We have actually faced adulthood, but the people or the kids, the students, the teenagers who are in this age between 12 to 16 to 18 to mostly 2021, they are really excited about this week. This is the Valentine's week, which has started from 7th to 14th of Feb, and there is a lot of things happening outside our world. We don't even imagine, we can't even imagine, or we can't even think of the joy or that spark which these kids have, because it's like they have been designed, because their hormones and their chemicals which is produced in this age, it makes them feel love for anything and everything in the world. But we have lost it, especially for ourselves. The day one is considered to be the day of Rose Day, it is called. So, what you have to do today, what activity you have to do? You have to bring a bouquet for yourself, or a rose for yourself, or any flower for yourself. So, if you get some time to go out today, please buy yourself a rose or any flower you like, or you can buy a plant for yourself, you can buy a bouquet for yourself, or you can buy, even you can go to a park and identify a particular flower that I am liking this flower, because some people don't like to pluck flowers from themselves, and some people are like, why to for your own pleasure, why to pluck that plant, or why to pluck that flower for yourself. So in some cultures it is also believed that uh, do not kill any other living organisms for your own pleasure. So that is why what I did was, I decided that in my society park or garden, I'll go out in the evening. I will decide that this particular plant or flower I like, and this is what I want to anchor whenever I see that plant or that flower. For example, if I like rose, so what I would say to myself whenever I will see a rose, what I will say to myself is, Krati, every time you achieve something, every time you face some challenge and you come out of it, and every time you're resilient, you bloom like a rose, you bloom like a flower. So you have to look at that flower which you bought, or if you are going out and you're considering a particular plant from your society garden or park. So what you have to look at the rose or look at the flower, look at the plant, and you have to say it to yourself. You can also write it down, a good statement about yourself, 11 times in your journal. So, in order to start the challenge, what you can do is you can keep a separate journal for the challenge, and every day I'll share a task to be done, an activity to be done. You have to do that activity. So take your journal, write down 11 times one statement which you like about yourself. Like I have, which is related to rose or a plant or a flower. So how I have anchored rose to that thought of mine, that affirmation of mine, which makes me bloom every time I face a challenge. Because in our lives, we always face some challenge or the other, and we never appreciate ourselves for that, because growing up is not a very easy task. Adulthood is not a very easy task when we are parents, when we are responsible for our own household, and we are responsible for the lives of other people in our lives. So it's really important to acknowledge all the pain and suffering we go through in fulfilling those responsibilities. So what you have to write for yourself is any one motivating statement. I've given the example in the guide section. So if you want to go through the guide section, there is one section called guides. When you click on that guide, you will see the number of days, day 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So go to day 1 and you will find the activity there. And once you find the activity, you have done the activity, you can click on the done section on there, and you can write your comment there, what statement you have prepared for yourself. So you have to prepare one statement for yourself, write it down 11 times in your journal. You have to buy a rose or a flower or a bouquet or anything, or you can go to a park and you can identify a particular plant or flower, and you can anchor that feeling or anchor that affirmation with that particular flower. So that was the task for today. So if you believe that this is going to work for you, then do it. If you don't believe that this is going to work for you, still do it, because we never know what happens when we actually do some things. Even if the things feel so small to us, and we forget that there is a lot of joy in doing small little things in life just to uplift our energy. So basically, we are trying to go into high vibration just by loving ourselves. So that's all we have to do the task today. So please comment in the guide section on day 1 that you completed your task, and what affirmation statement you created for yourself. You can also click a picture of your statement and you can post it inside the group. You can also click the picture of the rose or bouquet or whatever you bought for yourself, and you can post it inside the group. So that's all for day 1, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 2. Thank you.